extra bounce that time. Nice buzz of this crowd too. Sold out. The big day today at the Wanderers, as it often is. So that means there's going to be 26,000, and I guess there's a few holding back because they were concerned about the weather. Actually worked on the onside.
Well, I know we've been talking about the fast bowling. I haven't seen many series where you have almost 3 bowlers on each team bowling at 140 plus. You have Mukwana Mapaka, KJ Rabada, Marco Jansen touching the 140 and 140 plus mark. And with the Pakistan team, you've got Mohammad Asnain who's come in. He bowls some rockets. Haris Rauf also some rockets. And Shaheen Shah Afridi 140 plus. So it's quite an exciting time to be a fast bowler, to watch fast bowling. Oh, absolute jaffa.
That's the first time he's got it a little bit fuller, and that's where he needs to be. Get the feeling that maybe even a foot fuller than this. And he's given it time to just move fractionally through the air, and then once it pitches, that's a really good movement. That's the kind of delivery he needs to be bowling. He's got the slip in place, and it's the man you want to bring in.
That has gone a long way. That delivery's gone plenty. Only 2 balls shy, completing 12 overs. Of course, there's 2 new balls. That's a top edge. Chance. No. Chance in the crowd.
Yeah, it was a chance until we realised we were in Johannesburg, Hazy. And this ball absolutely pings off the bat. It's a top edge. There's no doubt that Mapaka's done it for speed. Got on to him too quickly. Up in the air, and I think that's Tristan Stubbs who's on the field. He would have thought for a brief moment that he could take the catch. Good catch taken in the crowd, but unfortunately for South Africa, fortunately for Pakistan, it's a maximum.
Yeah, what are those stats, Sean? I know there's been some professors involved about altitude, 6,000 feet above sea level here. They're saying the ball travels about 8 meters further than it does at the coast because of the thin air. Back with that the next over. 12 overs done, 56 for 1.
Now that 6 also brought up the 50 partnership, 55 of 70 deliveries. And I think they just needed to absorb a little bit with the movement that was in the air and off the seam. So I think this has been a good effort by these two. I think they'll be able to catch up the scoring rate or cash a little bit more at the back end of the innings.
That's the South African pace shootout at the moment.
KG still got him covered.
At the moment. Righto, now we got another guy who's going to join the club. He can bowl very quickly as well. Corbin Bosch on debut, first delivery. What a moment. Driven with the sweeper.
Yeah, just nice for him to have a little bit of protection so he can just settle in after the power play. And he's done well domestically this season. It'll be interesting to see how he gets on. There's his this day career. 7 wickets in 32 games. Economy rate's good. Average probably could be a little bit better, but he'll be working on it as he goes on throughout his career.
Sliding across. Ayub, Sean, I know you've been interested in the whole altitude story here for bowlers and how tough it can be.
Ethan Ross, that's his brother, who's here to witness his debut. Must be a proud moment for him. Yeah, he's from a golfing perspective, it flies 10 degrees further. So when you say it goes 8 meters further, that's because the ground is basically 80 meters from the inside. So you add on that little 10%. That's what happens to it. And also from a bowling perspective, I always felt that you got the ball to shape more, particularly if it's a still day at the half field. The ball definitely moves through the air better compared to the coast, which you can often get blustery conditions.
What One thing that's quite important here for Barbara Eisner, he hasn't had a great deal of strike of late. He's often been down that non-striker's end where Simon Ayub has been fighting off these quicks for South Africa. He's the sort of batsman that needs to place quite a few deliveries to keep in rhythm. He's a wonderful player. Before today in his last 10 ODIs, he's been averaging 59, Barbara Eisner.
Yeah, he's a quality player, and sometimes you get the feeling that even though he hasn't faced much strike over the last couple of overs, it might suit him and suit Pakistan in this context where you actually need somebody to battle long innings, take the game a bit deeper, and that's what Pakistan have done better than what South Africa have done in the series. Somebody in the top order has batted towards the end of the game, and that's why they've got bigger scores than South Africa have. In the South African team, you have about 4 or 5 guys in the top order that have got their 20s and 30s but haven't quite kicked on. That's restricted South Africa from getting those big totals or chasing down the big totals that they could have.
He's bowled 2 deliveries at 144 k's per hour in his first over. Bob Bosch.
Yeah, we'll have to look at the decimal points to see if he's picked kg or not.
Narrow it down. Get the boys busy down in the truck with their white coats on.
अस्सलामुअलैकुम तमाम दोस्तों, क्या हाल चाल है? ठीक ठाक, उम्मीद करता हूँ सब खैरियत होंगे। तो पाकिस्तान और साउथ अफ्रीका के दरमियान जो तीसरा ओडीआई मैच जारी है, आप दोस्तों को बता दूं कि पाकिस्तान की बैटिंग जारी है। तो आप दोस्तों एक रिक्वेस्ट है कि यार आप इतने दोस्त लाइव देख रहे हैं, लेकिन मैं आपको देख रहा हूँ कि कोई बंदा सब्सक्राइब नहीं कर रहा। 100% में से कम 5% लोग जो सिर्फ सब्सक्राइब कर रहे हैं चैनल को। तो सारे दोस्तों से ये रिक्वेस्ट है कि प्लीज़ एक साथ सब्सक्राइब कर लें, क्योंकि मेरे 57 के सब्सक्राइबर हो चुके हैं और मुझे 100 के सब्सक्राइबर करना है, जो कि 43 के सब्सक्राइबर चाहिए, जो कि आप आराम से मेरे 100 के कर सकते हो, क्योंकि वाचिंग आप देख सकते हो बहुत ही ज़्यादा, तकरीबन आप 1 लाख तक वाचिंग आ रही है। तो सब दोस्तों से रिक्वेस्ट है कि प्लीज़ एक साथ सारे सब्सक्राइब कर लें, क्योंकि मैं बार बार अगर आपको तंग करूंगा तो अच्छी बात नहीं, क्योंकि आगे नेक्स्ट 2 टेस्ट मैच होंगे पाकिस्तान साउथ अफ्रीका की, और आपको चैंपियन ट्रॉफी और ट्रायंगुलर सीरीज जो है वो आपको इस चैनल पर लाइव दिखाई जाएगी। तो आपको पता है कि हमने दूसरा ओडीआई भी फुल मैच दिखाया था, और ये भी हम आपको इंशाल्लाह फुल मैच दिखाएंगे। आपको फुल मैच जो वो दिखाने वाला है, तो आप सब दोस्त लाइक सब्सक्राइब कर दें। और ये पाकिस्तान की बैटिंग है, आपको नेक्स्ट बैटिंग भी साउथ अफ्रीका की जो वो दिखाई जाएगी फुल। तो जल्दी आप दोस्त सब्सक्राइब कर लें। जिस भाई ने अभी तक नहीं किया तो उनसे प्लीज़ रिक्वेस्ट है कि एक साथ अगर आप सब्सक्राइब करोगे तो मेरे 100 के जो वो कंप्लीट हो जाएंगे। तो मज़ीद आप मुझे 40,000 सब्सक्राइबर चाहिए, अगर आप दोस्त कर देते हो तो मेरे 100 के पूरे हो जाएंगे, और मैं आपको इंशाल्लाह तमाम नेक्स्ट लाइव स्ट्रीमिंग मैच आपको दिखाऊंगा इस चैनल पे। तो जिस भाई ने सब्सक्राइब किया उनका शुक्रिया दिल से कि आपने हमारे चैनल पे लाइव देखा और चैनल को सब्सक्राइब किया। तो ये अगर मेरी वॉइस बुरी लगे तो प्लीज़ बुरा ना मानना, क्योंकि ये सिर्फ कुछ देर मैं चलाऊंगा, जो कि सिर्फ सब्सक्राइब के लिए, ताकि आप दोस्तों को पता चले कि मैं आपको लाइव दिखा रहा हूँ, और आप सब दोस्त सब्सक्राइब कर लें। तो आप उम्मीद है कि आप सब्सक्राइब कर दोगे, सारे दोस्त एक साथ सब्सक्राइब कर दें, सारे दोस्त एक साथ। अस्सलामुअलैकुम तमाम दोस्तों, क्या हाल चाल है? ठीक ठाक, उम्मीद करता हूँ सब खैरियत होंगे। तो पाकिस्तान और साउथ अफ्रीका के दरमियान जो तीसरा ओडीआई मैच जारी है, आप दोस्तों को बता दूं कि पाकिस्तान की बैटिंग जारी है। तो आप दोस्त एक रिक्वेस्ट है कि यार आप इतने दोस्त लाइव देख रहे हैं, लेकिन मैं आपको देख रहा हूँ कि कोई बंदा सब्सक्राइब नहीं कर रहा। 100% में से कम 5% लोग जो सिर्फ सब्सक्राइब कर रहे हैं चैनल को। तो सारे दोस्त
That's beautiful. 141 flicks and just presented the blade down the ground. Sam Ayoub's been looking at an amazing touch. The type of length you want to bowl, but just have a look at that.
I think it's over an adjustment, just too full that one. He bowled the perfect length in the last over, didn't he? Sam Ayoub, he has been such good touch throughout this tour. Really has been impressive. I haven't seen him live in action. We've seen records and performances that he's put in. But he really has been a fantastic addition to this Pakistani batting lineup.
Short of that time. Gets that away as well. They're going to come back for the second. Hashim, I want you just to break down his technique a little bit for us, just to tell us what you like about it.
The thing I like most about him is his economy of movement. seems to be very still at the crease. That goes up, it goes down. And that's why it looks like he has a lot of time. He's been comfortable on the short ball, and you always want to test the bat on the short ball to see if they've got time. And he's looked like he's had ample time. And when the ball's missed up, he's just presenting the blades. I think of early in his innings, he had a shot of KG Rabada through mid-on, or mid-wicket, mid-on, that type of area. And if somebody's hitting a shot like that, you know that he's seeing it big and that he's got a lot of time. And the one player who I remember playing shots similar to that is Jacques Callis. They can keep the blade on the ball for a long period of time, and that is, it's just fantastic to watch, and he's got a big future, this young man.
Yeah, your point is about the weight. If you're falling over, then you can't hit it on because you end up clicking to the wicket. Babar Azam's another fantastic example of a guy who gets into a beautiful straight position. I've also been impressed with his mentality that we've seen. Mental toughness and his thought process that he's shown us already on this tour. Will obviously be interesting to see what happens once he gets in the test arena. But the initial signs as a young man is a really good find for Pakistan.
Last ball, the 14th. It's a good finish from Mafaka after a little bit of tap in the first two balls. 14 done, 70 for 1.
On the board, 1 wicket down. Partnership built nicely from Pakistan's point of view. We actually saw this in Newlands, where Pakistan built nicely with the beginning of their innings and accelerated perfectly toward the end. But more than enough on the board. Are they doing something similar here? See more. Gosh, just a second over. Shape there for him. Chris Morris, you know him very well. Is he going through the moment?
What a proud moment for Corbin Bosch. The legacy of his dad, Tertius. Very proud cricketing family. So Ethan in the crowd. But yeah, he's late on in his career putting it together. Finally getting the call up to the Proteas. Had a very good domestic season, bowled really quickly and consistently. Good to see him having a go.
That was hit firmly. Very firmly indeed.
Yeah, you've got to be temperamentally strong when you're bowling to somebody like Babar Azam because your margin squeezed straight away. That was a powerful cut shot. Chained there, making sure that he did not mess this up. Good fielding. It's a coldish kind of a day, so that must have stung hard.
As well from him. Yes, maybe called a wide, but find a bit of aggression from Bosch. I heard Mike Haseman talking about I'm not quite having as much of the strike as he would like just recently.
Yeah, he'll continue to bat like this. Babar Azam has got plenty of experience. 25 years of 40 balls. Has absorbed the pressure very nicely. Dropped by South Africa. He'll continue to do that. Corbin has got pace, good wheels, and so he could be an important member for this South African bowling spread because as a first change, as someone who comes and bowls at that fourth position to have that kind of pace, he could be a bit like Haris Rauf.
Yeah, there's one thing Corbin Bosch isn't shy of is trying to bowl quick. Went a bit of phase where he had and called it an unhealthy obsession with bounces in the four-day series, and with his pace, was a handful.
Well, he's got a strong bowling action. Strong arm, seems to hit the deck hard, and so ideal for short pitch stuff.
A rather smooth action. He does get it right. We saw first ball, the one swinging away. See the gather. Quite strong, very strong at the crease. Nice and tall. He's turning it around the corner for one. But what he does have in terms of that action is consistency. There's not much cross movement if you want to cross the lines. You draw a line straight down his head to his feet. See that arm and front leg all in sync. Comes nicely over the top. And with that brace leg, he can generate a serious amount of pace. He's one of those bowlers we always felt hits the bat really hard. It was an absolute nightmare to face in the nets, I can tell you that much.
Is that why you said he had an unhealthy obsession with bounces? Because you faced him so much in the nets?
Well, and also he kept pipping me in the lid. So yes, was one to say that the unhealthy obsession was probably aimed at me. Thanks Mark Boucher for that. But yeah, it's exciting to see we've got someone that can bowl this quickly, consistently come into the team. And as I said, later on in his career, 31-32 now, I almost feel that he's, I want to say, at the prime as a fast bowler.
Nice bowling between the two. Much happening in the over, so balls are important.
These are good bowling conditions, but spare a thought for the wet run-up as well, because it's a wet outfield and a guy's playing his first ODI. So you missed him. You've seen him to miss the target twice now in this over. That could be because of the wet, patchy run-up. There's a little bit of sawdust there as well to help the bowlers with their gripping, foot gripping.
Actually see the footsteps. Oh, another misfield. There's been a few today. Actually see the footsteps in that run-up. That gives you an idea. 78 for one. Big day it is at the Wanderers. It has been for a long time. An amazing cause this is. It's about raising awareness, but it's also about raising funds, because detection is important. And unfortunately, a lot of what is required from a detection point of view is expensive. It requires...
अस्सलामुअलैकुम तमाम दोस्तों, क्या हाल चाल है? ठीक ठाक, उम्मीद करता हूँ सब खैरियत होंगे। तो पाकिस्तान और साउथ अफ्रीका के दरमियान जो तीसरा ओडीआई मैच जारी है, आप दोस्तों को बता दूं कि पाकिस्तान की बैटिंग जारी है। तो आप दोस्तों एक रिक्वेस्ट है कि यार आप इतने दोस्त लाइव देख रहे हैं, लेकिन मैं आपको देख रहा हूँ कि कोई बंदा सब्सक्राइब नहीं कर रहा। 100% में से कम 5% लोग जो सिर्फ सब्सक्राइब कर रहे हैं चैनल को। तो सारे दोस्तों से ये रिक्वेस्ट है कि प्लीज़ एक साथ सब्सक्राइब कर लें, क्योंकि मेरे 57 के सब्सक्राइबर हो चुके हैं और मुझे 100 के सब्सक्राइबर करना है, जो कि 43 के सब्सक्राइबर चाहिए, जो कि आप आराम से मेरे 100 के कर सकते हो, क्योंकि वाचिंग आप देख सकते हो बहुत ही ज़्यादा, तकरीबन आप 1 लाख तक वाचिंग आ रही है। तो सब दोस्तों से रिक्वेस्ट है कि प्लीज़ एक साथ सारे सब्सक्राइब कर लें, क्योंकि मैं बार बार अगर आपको तंग करूंगा तो अच्छी बात नहीं, क्योंकि आगे नेक्स्ट 2 टेस्ट मैच होंगे पाकिस्तान साउथ अफ्रीका की, और आपको चैंपियन ट्रॉफी और ट्रायंगुलर सीरीज जो वो आपको इस चैनल पर लाइव दिखाई जाएगी। तो आपको पता है कि हमने दूसरा ओडीआई भी फुल मैच दिखाया था, और ये भी हम आपको इंशाल्लाह फुल मैच दिखाएंगे। आपको फुल मैच जो वो दिखाने वाले हैं, तो आप सब दोस्त लाइक सब्सक्राइब कर दें। और ये पाकिस्तान की बैटिंग है, आपको नेक्स्ट बैटिंग भी साउथ अफ्रीका की जो वो दिखाई जाएगी फुल तो जल्दी जल्दी आप दोस्त सब्सक्राइब कर लें। जिस भाई ने अभी तक नहीं किया तो उनसे प्लीज़ रिक्वेस्ट है कि एक साथ अगर आप सब्सक्राइब करोगे तो मेरे 100 के जो वो कंप्लीट हो जाएंगे। तो मज़ीद आप मुझे 40,000 सब्सक्राइबर चाहिए। अगर आप दोस्त कर देते हो तो मेरे 100 के पूरे हो जाएंगे और मैं आपको इंशाल्लाह तमाम नेक्स्ट लाइव स्ट्रीमिंग मैच आपको दिखाऊंगा इस चैनल पे। तो जिस जिस भाई ने सब्सक्राइब किया उनका शुक्रिया दिल से कि आपने हमारे चैनल पे लाइव देखा और चैनल को सब्सक्राइब किया। तो ये अगर मेरी वॉइस बुरी लगे तो प्लीज़ बुरा ना मानना।
Move to 49 now. Sam Ayub. Great control. They got 2 for 1 innings. A little bit of rain early on. Bit of a delay. The crowd has come in. Any Pakistan supporter who looks at that card will look at it with confidence at the moment because of the form of Saim Ayub to start off. With Babar Azam, you've still got Mohammad Rizwan to come. Gulam showed what he could do the other night as well. They've got batters in form and playing their individual roles really well. Bodes well for next year.
Such a good cause today, the pink drive. There should be a little attachment saying if we could get Sean Pollock in that jacuzzi, they'll double all the monies.
Beautifully bowled. Squaring him up there, talking about his control of the game, but that's a beautiful ball.
Yeah, around the stumps to get that kind of drift. Really was special. Can he be consistent though? I think that's the big question to ask right now because Pakistan have played pace quite well. The timing is just flawless from him. It's so natural. High back left, beautiful to watch, and then he times them beautifully as well.
Yeah, and just heading to the groundsman before the game started, he said the top layer of the pitch will be quite dry and quite hard, but there's a little bit of moisture underneath, which could have caused a little bit of slowness or too pace in the wicket. What we've seen, the wicket looks pretty solid and coming onto the bat beautifully. And as you say, Saim Ayub just leaning on the deliveries beautifully.
It's caused a few troubles though for Ayub. Bosch just finding his range, his target. I'm sure those nerves, the adrenaline is settled too.
Bosch has hit his box.
A delivery that would cripple some of the strongest men in the world. We've all been there as cricketers. Just have a look and see where this has, more of a better word, crunched into the body of Saim Ayub.
Well, it's 82 for 1 at the moment. Morgan Bosch has asked a few questions. And he's causing a few problems at the moment for one of Pakistan's best right now within the series.
I say usually it's going to hurt in the morning. No, that's going to hurt for some time. Always wonder what the physio would do. They've even got the paramedics coming out. The ice packs are up. Good luck with that, ladies.
Well, it is 82 for 1 at the moment. We're going to have a little bit of a break for drinks now as this game starts to heat up at the Wanderers.
अस्सलामुअलैकुम तमाम दोस्तों, क्या हाल चाल है? ठीक ठाक हो? उम्मीद करता हूँ सब खैरियत होंगे। तो पाकिस्तान और साउथ अफ्रीका के दरमियान जो तीसरा ओडीआई मैच जारी है, आप दोस्तों को बता दूं कि पाकिस्तान की बैटिंग जारी है। तो आप दोस्तों एक रिक्वेस्ट है कि यार आप इतने दोस्त लाइव देख रहे हैं, लेकिन मैं आपको देख रहा हूँ कि कोई बंदा सब्सक्राइब नहीं कर रहा। 100% में से कम 5% लोग जो सिर्फ सब्सक्राइब कर रहे हैं चैनल को। तो सारे दोस्तों से ये रिक्वेस्ट है कि प्लीज़ एक साथ सब्सक्राइब कर लें, क्योंकि मेरे 57 के सब्सक्राइबर हो चुके हैं और मुझे 100 के सब्सक्राइबर करना है, जो कि 43 के सब्सक्राइबर चाहिए, जो कि आप आराम से मेरे 100 के कर सकते हो, क्योंकि वाचिंग आप देख सकते हो बहुत ही ज़्यादा, तकरीबन आप 1 लाख तक वाचिंग आ रही है। तो सब दोस्तों से रिक्वेस्ट है कि प्लीज़ एक साथ सारे सब्सक्राइब कर लें, क्योंकि मैं बार बार अगर आपको तंग करूंगा तो अच्छी बात नहीं, क्योंकि आगे नेक्स्ट 2 टेस्ट मैच होंगे पाकिस्तान साउथ अफ्रीका के, और आपको चैंपियन ट्रॉफी और ट्रायंगुलर सीरीज जो है वो आपको इस चैनल पर लाइव दिखाई जाएगी। तो आपको पता है कि हमने दूसरा ओडीआई भी फुल मैच दिखाया था, और ये भी हम आपको इंशाल्लाह फुल मैच दिखाएंगे। आपको फुल मैच जो वो दिखाने वाला है, तो आप सब दोस्त लाइक सब्सक्राइब करते हैं, और ये पाकिस्तान की बैटिंग है, आपको नेक्स्ट बैटिंग भी साउथ अफ्रीका की जो वो दिखाई जाएगी फुल। तो जल्दी जल्दी आप दोस्त सब्सक्राइब कर लें। जिस भाई ने अभी तक नहीं किया तो उनसे प्लीज़ रिक्वेस्ट है कि एक साथ अगर आप सब्सक्राइब करोगे तो मेरे 100 के जो वो कंप्लीट हो जाएंगे। तो मज़ीद आप मुझे 40,000 सब्सक्राइबर चाहिए, अगर आप दोस्त कर देते हो तो मेरे 100 के पूरे हो जाएंगे, और मैं आपको इंशाल्लाह तमाम नेक्स्ट लाइव स्ट्रीमिंग मैच आपको दिखाऊंगा इस चैनल पे। तो जिस भाई ने सब्सक्राइब किया उनका शुक्रिया दिल से कि आपने हमारे चैनल पे लाइव देखा और चैनल को सब्सक्राइब किया। तो ये अगर मेरी वॉइस बुरी लगे तो प्लीज़ बुरा ना मानना, क्योंकि ये सिर्फ कुछ देर मैं चलाऊंगा, जो कि सिर्फ सब्सक्राइब के लिए, ताकि आप दोस्तों को पता चले कि मैं आपको लाइव दिखा रहा हूँ, और आप सब दोस्त सब्सक्राइब कर लें। तो आप उम्मीद है कि आप सब्सक्राइब कर दोगे सारे दोस्त एक साथ।
And everything that's been going on, some of the disappointments from World Cups. This will be a big lift.
Yes, and I think Saimayu will benefit a great deal if he becomes a permanent fixture for Pakistan in Test cricket, because that will help him to understand his game a little bit more. Right now considered a must for white ball formats, but I think he has got a lot to offer as Test cricketer as well. The pace with which he plays.
Saimayu, the second in his ODI career to go with 200s already. One of them on this tour. So makes him a leading run scorer within the series.
Yeah, it's another thumbs up gesture from Saimayu. Doesn't want any hype, but he's creating a hype. What a player, what a knock, and making use of his good form as well. That is such an important aspect for a young cricketer, to make sure that once you've got the ball in your half, when you've got the form, then you've got to make it count.
It's a wide, so let's ball that again.
This is potentially looking at the popping crease. It's quite a wet run up. You can see all the sawdust on the ground, and it happens to happen when you are running into ball, and your spikes are a little bit wet underneath. You do slide at the crease. You do ball that bumper, it's a little bit short. He's hit a good length apart from those couple of wides that he has bowled, has Corbin Bosch. The top of the stumps line has been good.
Get a run from the extra ball in the over. It's 85 for 1. Corbin Bosch, 3 overs for 16. He's bowled a couple of wides. You can forgive him for that, considering maybe it's a little wet underfoot, and also the nerves, the adrenaline. It's all pumping, finding a way to calm down. Just focus. What an incredible series he's had at just 22 years of age. Also being the left hand at the top, and the amount of time he's spent at the crease means you so often have that left hand, right hand combination really working for Pakistan. What about the length spinner should be bowling on this surface, gents?
Look, I think that last delivery is the perfect length. You're almost trying to find that in-between length for spinners. A bit of width off it from Bjorn Fontaine. And the class of Babra Hassan getting low, using the pace and carving it through points.
Yeah, for my liking, it's just a little too fast and too flat. Allowing Babar Azam to play that cut shot. Not for the first time. This time he put it into the gap. Played it late, right on top of that one. He can fiddle with the long on and long on fielders as well. Babar Azam is not going to hit the ball up in the air. I think he's be quite happy to just milk the ones and twos. So create an impact, but just doing something with the field there.
Who's delivery 94? 96, that one 90. So just a little bit of pace off it. You mentioned maybe a little too quick initially. Yeah, maybe now making adjustments in that pace, realizing exactly what you're talking about.
It'll allow him to grip and spin the ball as well and not be one-dimensional, because right now what he's trying to do is to not leak runs. I think you can't bowl with that kind of mindset. The idea has got to be to pick up a wicket.
Especially after what happened in South Africa, able to pick up wickets early on. Yes, wickets fell towards the back end, but the damage already been done. Chasing Newlands, a lot about it. It's tough. I mean, you got anything over 240. They got well in excess of 240. Nice adjustment from Forte towards the end of that over. It's 92 for 1.
Yeah, you've got to admire this talent. Not easy for batting against Rabada, and that was the best shot of the innings. That wide mid-on shot, straight drive, and then followed it with a drive through the offside, the pull shot. Delightful driving. Very attractive player to watch. And the pace has been outstanding as well. 51 of just 55 balls.
Keeping an eye on Osh's pace, and generally it's been 140 plus, and that just looked like it was quicker than he was expecting, possibly, even though it was only 140.
He does tend to rush. We were talking about it earlier on. It hits the bat really hard. 140 is definitely quick enough. A little bit of movement off the wicket there. And this is what he's done so well all season, Corbin Bosch, for Titans up the road. He's run in and hit back of a length, forced batters to make a play. He hasn't offered up many boundary balls. The extras column, yes, he can always work on that. But tricky with the run up and a wet set of spikes, but the loose deliveries that I like at the moment, he hasn't offered up many of those. That's what's needed. You're under pressure and you've got batters that are in. Force them to make the play, force them to hit the big shot.
Good adjustment to the edge of the bounce here. Riding the bounce nicely, different to what he experienced at the post.
If he gets value out of bowling bouncers, then he must look to bowl a bouncer every now and then, because that's his wicket-taking option, and a surprise delivery as well. He's got pace really to keep batsmen honest with that length, with that shorter length.
And with that short delivery, he almost has struggled to find the right length. It's gone over batter's head. The short ball. A change of angle for Corbin Bosch, and just getting that one to lift up a length. Good pace again, 140 clips. Yeah, just struggling to find that on this type of wicket. How short do you go? How full do you go to get it up to the batsman's head? And the one positive for Corbin Bosch, if he does go short, is that these batters are taking on the short ball, so there is an opportunity.
You mentioned earlier, Chris, about the ball slightly fuller. sometimes. Carried away with the bounce. We did see one where he went with the short ball and ballooned over the top of the head of the batter to the keeper. That was the wide. So it does happen as well, like you said. You don't get the length right, it just balloons over the top. Three for one.
Yeah, just a single in that over, so a good one. Pakistan 6 runs per over will give them 261, which should be a good, reasonable score to look at initially. From here, if they can get 260 plus, it will be a good effort.
It's 93 for one, and considering what happened at Newlands, Pakistan should still feel quite solid about it. But the interesting thing for me is that Sam Ayub is just dried up in terms of boundaries that he's been hitting. So last over he hit a boundary and was 13.2, so it's a little bit of a dry patch in terms of boundaries, but he's still going at a very good strike rate. So that's important from his point of view. 18 deliveries without a boundary, Sam Ayub. From here will be interesting.
I think they'll just look to knock it around as they have been doing. Wait for that boundary ball. They have been quite patient. A little bit easy at the moment. I think we mentioned in the previous over of Bjorn Fontaine with the pace that he needs to be bowling. And now